you had Bemidji here at home, and they're a tough team. They don't give you a lot of time and space. How do you feel like the team performed, against that all weekend?
Battle. It was an intense weekend. I thought both teams played well. You could tell by the intensity. There wasn't a lot of room out there. It was hard to gain lines. It was hard to gain momentum for both teams. Both nights went into a one-shot hockey game, once in a shootout, once in overtime. I was impressed with our patience and sticking to it. I thought we played really well defensively in stretches. It's kind of what you expect when you're playing a really good team. Give Bemidji credit. They're well coached. They're a good hockey team. So, you're in the middle of a dogfight.
We talked on Saturday about Stiv's goal, and it's kind of that feeling that he just sort of said, I'm doing this, and he went and picks up that goal for you. He's kind of been doing that all season, hasn't he?
For sure. Big goal, big moment, got us on the board. Love the way he took the puck to the net. Wasn't going to be denied. Just really a strong drive to the far post, made a great play, great individual effort, got some separation, turned their defenseman, protected the puck. You need your best players to step up in big moments, and that was a big lift for our team.
And then certainly Max Koskaperti, gets the power play goal kind of on the funny bounce on Friday. But Saturday, that overtime goal, cutting to the middle, putting the shot over the shoulder, all those things that he does. And that's just the offensive part of his game. He does so much for you, doesn't he?
Feel like Max, is a glue guy for us. We have a lot of confidence in him. He's on the penalty kill, obviously playing center, face-offs, responsible, plays offensive roles. It's been a real valuable part of our team. And I think on that goal particularly, I want to give credit to, Carson Latimer. Great individual effort, skating, speed, creates duplicate coverage, maybe even triple coverage. It makes a great play, and obviously a great shot by Max over the goalie's glove.
Speaking of Lats, he didn't get much ice time early in the season, but now he's played 9 games. I think he's got 7 points. Just continuing to find a way to chip in offensively, especially now with Taden being a little bit banged up. How important is it to get him going and have Latimer doing what he's doing right now?
His approach and his attitude are the start of it. I think the game slowed down for it, but he's been really resilient. He's been focused in the process of the commitment of working hard and grinding and just love his attitude, his approach, and then he's just working so hard. He brings so much, and just the wherewithal to stick with things when they aren't going his way. Dig a little deeper. He's been fantastic for us. He's adding so much energy, enthusiasm to our group, and he's playing the right way. He's doing what we're asking him to do, and he's getting rewarded for it. So good for him.
Is that transition from Canadian college to American college harder maybe than it might be for somebody coming from an American college team to another American college?
That's a good question. I think it's a little bit individual based. You can see freshmen come in and struggle, whether they played in major junior, played in Canadian college, played in Europe, played in the USHL, played in the North American, BC, different places. There's a transition to the pace, everything. It was a small sample size this year. We didn't have really any exhibition games. We got thrown right into the fire in Minnesota. For whatever reason, players, may or may not, in the first game. So we didn't have a lot of an exhibition season and a chance to get comfortable. But with Carson in particular, I think he was a high-profile player, was an NHL draft pick. He's had success. I think he's starting to show, who he is and what he is, and he was good in our preseason kind of training camp. I thought he was really effective. So, and he's just been a real bright spot for our group, and his attitude, his approach, and he just brings so much to our locker room.
Certainly, Bart continues to show why you felt it was important to bring him in. What do you like in his approach and how he's battling each night for you?
Brings it every day. Come watch us practice. He competes, he battles, he's a competitor. The save he made on a turnover late Saturday night was a game changer save. He saved our bacon on that one for sure. I love him. I'll go to battle with him. We have confidence in him. We know he's going to make big saves and give us a chance to win every night, and that's all you can ask for.
What's it like knowing you have one guy that goaltender that you can count on that much, and there's not a whole lot of experimenting with moving guys in and out? It's just how does that help the team as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, I like the depth we have at goaltending. I like Max Farinen. I like our goalies. They compete every day. But, Bart, to have that confidence in him, I think the team has confidence in him. We know that he's going to give us a chance. I think it's really important. It's a key position. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be real. It's like a starting pitcher in baseball. It's like a quarterback in football. It's kind of like maybe a point guard or center in the NBA. I mean, it's got to run through one of those two on the floor. So to have a position there. I once heard a old college coach I respect that I'd burn 6 scholarships to find a stud goaltender. I don't know if that's the most ideal way of recruiting, but it tells you how important that position is. And I won't mention any names, but he was a tremendous college coach and somebody I respect greatly. Just the importance of when you're building a team to have somebody at that position.
Curious, where do you think Isaac Gordon's game is at right now as your captain? Now in his third year here. To bring him back to when you got hired was a big deal. Where do you think he is right now at this point in the year?
Yeah, I mean, he brings so much to our group. I think he's doing an amazing job from a leadership standpoint for being a buffer and helping make sure that everybody's going in the right direction and making others around him better. I think he's had some really good looks. I think he's had 3 or 4 breakaways that haven't quite gone his way. He's on our power play, playing in a key role. I really like a lot of the things that he's doing, and I think he's going to bust out offensively here at any moment. He's doing the right things. His attitude's great. He's caring about the team. He's playing the game the right way. He's trusting in the process, and he's a big part of. We're not just going to value guys on the extrinsic outcome. Obviously, we love our power play to get going a little bit more. We've had some looks, we've had some posts, but that'll sort itself over time. Love what he brings. Love him as a kid. Love him as a player. He's doing a great job helping our group.
Is there any update on Tatum's condition?
No.
Looking ahead, you're in the midst of this gauntlet of playing Bemidji, Mankato, and St. Thomas. What do you know about Mankato? Traditionally, they've been one of the stronger teams in the CCHA. So, what do you know about what they're all about?
Yeah, I know. Obviously, Luke Strand extremely well. We coached in the USHL against each other. When he was in Sioux City, I was in Tri-City. He's been in the Big Ten when I've been in the Big Ten. He's here, obviously familiar with the rivalry between Mankato and Michigan Tech and the CCHA. Tremendous amount of respect for him. He's got his teams playing hard. They've been in games every night. shootouts, overtimes, 1-goal games. They're a good team. They're driven offensively by Tristan Lemaire, and Muir on the back end is dangerous. He's having a great season. So there's guys that we have to be aware of. But yeah, so they're, it's a hostile environment. It's an electric environment playing down there in the Verizon Center. It's like playing here at the MAC. They're, one of the premier programs in our league, and they're chasing. Separation at the top there's some bunches up, and it's an opportunity to create some separation for ourselves there in our way.
Alex Tracy in net for them has been very good for a couple of years. How do you get him off his game?
Well, I think the biggest thing, it sounds a little bit redundant or repetitive, but traffic is important. And I'm not talking about running the goaltender over or doing anything like that. I mean, it's just, if we create traffic, you have chance for tips, rebounds, screens, make it difficult on his line of sight, his vision to pick up shots from the point, and different second chance opportunities. I think that's not a specific one goaltender thing, but that's a good recipe when you're looking to generate. And he's obviously a very good goaltender. He's had a tremendous track record of success. He's the backbone of their team, much like how Bart is for us. So, yeah, I mean, it's that's a challenge, right? We have to find ways to generate and score, and at the same time, we have to play well defensively. The realistic thing is it's going to be a close game. I would expect it to be a close game and a hard-fought series. But we got to go out and earn that and compete and make that happen.